me tell you about my wonderful friends at Backwoods. Well, anyway, I got this phenomenal shirt and one other like it at Backwoods in Overland Park in Kansas City, or Overland Park, Kansas, pardon me. Ex officio with SPF rating inside of it. And so it blocks the sun. It's very blousy and cool, and I like the vertical zippers because if I zip them like 2/3 of the way down, I can still get everything in and out of them that I need to, and they're easy to access. And it's done a very good job of wearing for me. I mean, I wash them every single night. If you really need to be protected from the sun totally, you need to put something under it. So I use the Icebreaker Merino Lamb's Wool summer weight t-shirt, and I have 2 of these. So I take 2 of everything and I wash my clothes every night. And between the 2, I've had really good sun protection, and I had been riding in the summer of 2012, in which we had up to 100 degrees and more temperature. And fortunately, I did quit before the really hottest part happened. But anyway, so I just wanted to tell you about those items and my carrots. Riding pants, which, you know, like, should be wearing jeans and cowboy boots in Missouri and Kansas, but I'm sorry. I'm going to go with what's comfortable. Now I need my wonderful socks from Backwoods. Washed out last night. I'll be honest with you. They don't usually dry out by morning, even if you wash them. But if you wash them at 2 in the afternoon, they'll dry out by morning. And so usually I get to do that. But these are really thick on the bottom, not on the top, wool socks, and you would think they would be horribly hot for the summer, but they provide so much cushion for me because my riding boots are not the most comfortable for walking in, and I found that on my horseback trip I had to do a lot more walking than I expected, because when I get in high traffic areas and blacktop roads and things where there's no room to get off the road, I do tend to get off and lead him in the ditch. And so usually if I walk, I'll walk 2-3 miles at a time. So these socks have saved the day. I charge my phone with my wonderful solar charger that I got at Backwoods when I have to. Works great. It's not that heavy to put in the saddlebags. And as I have said many times, my sleeping pad is the most important piece of equipment. The most important piece of equipment is the saddle if you're going to be on a horseback trip, because if the horse's back isn't comfortable and safe, you're not going anywhere. But my pad is this big. I blow it up, it takes 15-20 blows, and I am telling you, I can sleep anywhere and be comfortable enough. See, it just got air in it just by my opening it up. So, very cool. And it insulates you from the ground. The technology in it reflects your own body heat back to you. And in the summer, you wouldn't think you'd need that so much, but I never felt hot on it, and I certainly never felt cold when it was colder when I was camping out on my horseback trip. So, if I weren't talking and doing this at the same time, I'd be done by now. I just use a little lightweight summer 100% silk cocoon to sleep in. And I'm not going to get it out, but it's just a mummy shape. And that's what I use for a sleeping bag, and then I put other things on top of me and dress up if I get cold in the summer. And of course, this is my wonderful MSR tent that fine folks at Backwoods in Overland Park told me to get. Alex and Mark, the rest of the crew. So, very easy to take down, put up. My horse totally freaked when he saw it for the first time. Nearly pulled a post out of the ground. But then now he knows that I'm in here and it's okay. Now I think I'm doing this backwards, but okay. the little stakes that come with it. And since I tend to lose them, then I also have nails that I supplement with. And for my back, the back part of the rain fly, I like to use a garden stake because I don't have to, it's just going to go in and stay in until I'm ready to leave in the morning. It was really nice to be able to go to Backwoods and know that I could just get everything I needed there, you know? I mean, they're used to serious outdoorsmen and women. And that's not so important that you're serious, because I think if you're serious about anything, you're not having fun. But, what's the word? You want what works. You don't want things that are going to be breaking. That's enough on you. Once you get the first one off, it falls apart practically. There's probably a much better way to do this than I do it. This is not an official company video for MSR or for Backwoods. It's just Lisa Stewart muddling through life. We should probably have a shot of the good horse who's watching me put up my tent and take down my tent every day. This is all right. Of these, are you? I said, well, as long as you promise not to hit me with them. Good boy. He's a very brave horse. 400 miles. So, see, now Alex told me to put all the little doodads that everything comes in into the one big stuff bag. Did I do that this time? No. Now I'm looking around for the bag that I put the tent stakes in. So, word to the wise, listen to Alex. Here somewhere. And if you zip up your tent, then you have to unzip it to look inside of it again. So that's not very smart. I think that examples are good too. Oh, here's my twist tie from my saddlebag. Can't find my stuff bag. Okay, it'll turn up. I'm just going to start stuffing. Rain fly first. Ah, there it is, over by the saddle. Rain fly first, because it's going to be put up last. And I think maybe some people would put the tent pole in first and then stuff around it, which would probably be a good idea, but the way I'm outfitted here, I can't fit this into my top pack with the poles in it. So they have to be packed for me separately, which may be the case in your backpack as well. you ever want to lose weight, take a horseback trip. Stay gone a month. Eat nuts, seeds, dried fruit, a little bit of canned meat, a little bit of jerky. You'll get down to your hunter-gatherer weight, which is your high school weight, or maybe junior high, depending on your history. A grade school. Tank sticks in there. Tank like a cone out. Oh, it's already getting hot. We got to get on the trail. Fast. I make the most miles in the first, well, I don't make the most miles, but I really click off a bunch of miles in the first 4 hours of riding. Then after that, kind of taking it easy. I let him graze off and on. And we then slowly begin to look for a place we can camp for the night, which is always somebody's place where it looks like they have a pasture or a lot, especially if they look like they have horses around, but and they're not full. They look like they might have an extra little paddock or pasture, or a farm where they have cattle. That's a great place. And the main thing is, I just say I don't need anything. I'm totally self-contained. I just need a water hydrant, about 3 buckets of water for my bath and my laundry that I do first thing. Well, if I have to pick it in, I graze him first for an hour or two. But if he has a lot and hay or pasture, then I just can go right into doing laundry and taking a bath and my bucket and then putting clean clothes on. I also got the Spot Connect, which is a little emergency system that allows me to alert law enforcement if I'm in trouble or communicate with my family. And on my particular trip, I found that I didn't really need it. I was around people a lot, so I didn't have to carry it with me after I had it the first little bit. But if I were just going to be riding, especially by myself, like in the Ozark Mountains or on Pacific Crest Trail or something like that, I would definitely have it with me. Not very heavy, wonderful. That's it. Thank you, Backwoods. Awesome, guys. Thank you for all the good advice and support. Love you.